Something I've seen some people struggle with is making actual mods out of the levels they're editing, and so that's what I'm going to show you in this video today. Now, what I'm talking about is making a mod from the level you edited into a zip file that can be injected using the mod injector, and so that way you can send it to people and they can play your mod more easily. So you can see here, this is my Doom Eternal folder. My mods folder is empty, so there's no other mods. I've also renamed the overrides folder, so you know that the mod's not going to work because of the overrides, because it's the wrong name. So I'm going to make a mod out of the Exaltia level of my Second Invasion mod. So I got that file, and I've made a folder hierarchy. That's what you need to make the zip file. So the second level in my mod is Exaltia, and so you should make a folder like this, e1m2 underscore battle underscore patch 2, then maps game sp e1m2 underscore battle. This first folder changes with like every update. Whenever there's a Doom Eternal update, quite often this will change. It might be patch 1, or it might just be blank and just be e1m2 underscore battle. Which one should it be? Which one will work? I just kind of try them all out and keep trying until it works. There is another way to find out, and I'll show you that in a moment, but that's one thing you can do. But either way, you need to make a folder hierarchy like this. So I put my map file in here, and so now this folder is ready to be made into a zip. In another one of my videos, which I'll leave a link to, I show you how to extract the Doom Eternal resource files, and that can be very helpful with figuring out what kind of folder hierarchy you need for making these level mods. And so that's where I'm going now. I'm going into the folder where I extracted the files. And so you have them all here, and here are the map names. So you can see there's quite a lot of options. Like for the first level, it's now up to patch 3. But I think with the update 6.2, they've now removed patch 3. So that's not there anymore. Anyway, you can see with level 2, there's 3 other options. I happen to know patch 2 is the... or patch 1, I forget now. I think patch 1 is the correct one, not patch 2. One way to find out which first folder you should use is to have a look on the Discord channel. You see here I'm on the Doom 2016 modding, Eternal Certified modding. You go to the pinned and then you can see this changed entities, and you can jump to there and it'll give you some more details. So yeah, this is from 6.1 to 6.2, and some things changed, like these ones. Some new folders here, like a patch 1 for the nest level and patch 2 for the rig level in tag 1. Some ones have been removed, like this patch 3 for the first level. So yeah, this is basically saying that if you want to mod the first level of the game, then your first folder should be patch 1 with this E1M1 intro, and that should work, is how you're supposed to read this. So you've made your folder hierarchy, hopefully it's the right one, and you've put your level in the right folder. Something else that is a problem though is that the file is too large, it is uncompressed. You can see here this is 11.5 megabytes. That's way too big for what the game is supposed to use. The file size that the game is supposed to use are more like 500k or 1 megabyte kind of size, like nowhere near as big as this. So we need to compress this file, is what we need to do. And how you do that is by using this file, idFileDecompressor. It was made by Prote, but another file I recommend you get is this one by Linux, batch script. And where is this? Well, it's the same server, but it's in Eternal Tools. You go up to January the 5th, 2021, and you'll find it there, or you could try searching for this file name. So yeah, I recommend you download this one. Click on here to download it. And well, if you're curious about the file that it's associated with, you can go to this link, which I'll show you now. And that goes all the way up to 23rd of August 2020 by Prote, and there's a download link right there. So you download that. He mentions here, very important, and it's true, this file needs to be in the same folder as this file. You can copy it. You don't need to put it in the... You don't need to put this exe file in the Doom Eternal folder, but it needs to be in the same place as this DLL. I'll show you what I mean in a moment though. Okay, so this is what I have done. I've made another folder called Doom Eternal and another one called Conversion in my C drive. What this idFileDecompressor is that it's a command prompt exe file. And command prompt, well, if you're not familiar with it, then this will seem a bit confusing to you. But basically, put it in a folder where there are no spaces between the words. You know, here you notice I didn't put a space between Doom and Eternal. I did that on purpose because it makes this part a lot easier. So that's what I've done. Put it all in a folder without any spaces. You can see the U2 core is there. This is in your root Doom Eternal directory. I'll show you that in a minute. I also made a text file to make it easier for me to use. When you're in command prompt, you'll need to do a couple of commands. First of all, you'll need to change directory, cd, and then you'll need to put in the path of where the decompressor exe file is, which is right here. It's the same one. So you just copy that, put that there. As for decompressing the files themselves, this is the code you need to use. idFileDecompressor is the name of the exe. Space -c space and then the path of where the entities file is that you want to decompress, which is right there. And you include the file as well. After that, I believe it is the path for where you want the new entities file to be saved. And I've given the exact same path because I want to overwrite the same file. This will all make sense when you actually see it in practice happening. Okay, so like I said, this DLL file that you need is in the Doom Eternal base folder. You just need to copy that, put it in the same place as the decompressor. I'm sure you could put all of this in the same root directory for Doom Eternal, but, well, I like to make it separate. It makes it a bit easier to follow. Okay, so you need to press the Windows key and then type in CMD. That brings up command prompt. And this is command prompt. Now we need to put in the commands to change the directory, because at the moment, as you can see, the directory is set to C users samva, which is not where this file is. So I need to change that, and that's where this code comes in. Copy that, paste it, and there we go. We changed the directory. And now I just copy this and paste it. I'm going to make a copy of this entities file just to demonstrate how it changes. Press enter. You can see there, successfully compressed. And look, see, the file is a lot smaller than the original one. Okay, so that's the hard way to compress the files. It's good for you to know, though, in case, for whatever reason, something else doesn't work. The easier way is to use the bat file by Linux on Discord that I mentioned before. If you have that downloaded, you can put it in the same directory as everything else. And instead, really simple, all you do is click on the entities file, drag it over the bat file, and it'll do everything automatically, and you don't need to bother with command prompt. Like you can see, it's done it there. So that's it. Now we copy the entities file, go back to our folder hierarchy. Right, patch 2 is what it should be. Paste it in, close it, turn it into a zip file once you checked it again, check the folder hierarchy. Make it a zip. Open the zip, make sure everything's still fine. Yep, that looks good. Put it in your mods folder and run the injector and hope for the best. This is good news so far. You see here, number of files replaced. So it seems that your folder hierarchy was correct, because if it can't find the file, I think it turns up red and it says it can't find the file, so nothing was replaced. The fact that this is green means that it worked, so looking good so far. I'm just loading Exultia, and I'm going to get to a part which I've edited in my mod to demonstrate it. And there they are, sure. See, it's changed, so it worked. And that's it. That's how you change your level mod from the overrides folder into a zip that can be injected. Bye.